Ah, where's my chart gone? Where is it? Hello, everybody. What's happened here? My chart's disappeared. This one. Okay, we've got to... Why does it never sync up? Hold on. This is really annoying. When there's volatility, I thought I had this already set up and it was going. But, yeah, clearly something's wrong. It's just me here right now. It's so annoying when it doesn't sync. Right, should we just open up... Exo will work. Okay, Exo is working. Who do we have in the chat? Hello, everybody. Welcome, Parish, Shiv, Thomas, Nepomuk, Crypto Joe, Akshat, Destiny, Lotmo Crypto, Alina, Razmi Mido, John, Hostile Power, and everyone else. Jan, B, Cakes here, Gurgly, Urban is here, Moberg, Thomas. All right. Yeah, I wasn't quite expecting to do a stream today. Still no trading view chart. Why is this not loading up? 42389. I just need price to get to 42389. It's 42381, 42387, 42381, 42380, 92. It's just skipped past 89. And then once it syncs up, I can trade on the thing. It's just so annoying. No, we're dumping again. Oh! When there's volatility, it's just impossible to get the charts to sync. Unless I just go to a stable coin and then I can sync up my screen so that it works. But normally I have to do this like way ahead of whatever anything happens. Oh dear. Okay, I think we've got it. Yes, we've got it. Cool. All right, there we go. There we go. How's everyone doing today? This was quite a crazy move earlier. All happened within a few minutes. So, yeah, massive move. Big backtest of the yearly open. So this is our yearly open. This is where we dropped into. Then we hit through a load of liquidations, taking out the poor lows that we had below these two weekly levels. So we've actually corrected like pretty much all the imbalance within the chart. We had two weeklies. Okay, yeah, we tested this one, but remember this that we'd been speaking about that we were expecting. I know not every chart has done this, but yeah, we had this weekly level, this poor low that was down here, that at some point we had to go and back test again. And at least on Woo, we've come down and we've taken out all of this. So what does this mean for the market as a whole? So first of all, okay, looking at the deviation, we've kind of had that at this stage, and depending on what chart you're looking at, that trade there, we're kind of going short yesterday around that monthly level. Unfortunately, didn't quite get to that yearly level. I was hoping for one more push higher before we got this drop, but drops happened anyway, and yeah, come down and taken out the lows of the range. So a bit of a a bit of a mad crash overall. One of those things that happens once every like quarter, a few times a year. Not a lot you can really do about it, to be honest. I know there's a lot of people, anyone who was kind of short or bearish, they're using this as being like, oh, you should have sold, it's the inverse Kramer effect, it's all of that kind of thing. But realistically, okay, the best thing to do in situations like this is kind of just hold what you have. Like I've not really changed any of my, I've not got any music on either. There we go, music. I've not really changed any of my spot positions or anything like that. I got stopped out in a few longs, and unfortunately didn't get into the short position that I wanted to yesterday. But yeah, nothing too much has changed. We're just at the same price that we were like literally 2 days ago. So Thomas, what do you mean ETF got declined? Maybe that was a driver. It didn't get declined. There's absolutely no news on the ETF. So the ETF has not been declined. It has not been approved. It has not been declined, unless I'm missing something that's come out within the last few minutes. There has been no ETF news. There was a report by something, yeah. But anyway, we'd spoken about this yesterday. We'd said about the, like, my kind of gut was telling me that we probably would see a rejection, and we'd wait for BlackRock in March. So I guess it's the same, really. Also, who do we have in? How many people have we got? We've got 110 people. So hit the likes, everyone. If we can. So I said yesterday, and I joined in. Well, I was just in the chat on Jay Casper's stream, and he's been saying for a while that we need to do a rap battle when we're on a live stream sometime. And I said, like, if we can hit 10k subscribers, then I'll do a rap on a live stream, and I'll prepare for our rap battle with Jason Casper. But I don't think anyone wants to hear me rap. It's going to be absolutely terrible. Please don't. I really want to. It's fun. I was doing like yeah. La Quata Atomica. Why do you see that chart and not the Bybit one? This one went lower than Bybit. Well, I can't trade on Bybit anymore, so it yeah, I can't trade on Bybit anymore. What do you mean 10.2k? Wait, are we at 10k subs? We're not at 10k subs, are we? Oh my god, we are at 10k subs. When did that happen? Wait a second, how have we suddenly gone like... What? We've got 10,000, we've hit 10,000 subs. Who's... What? Market dumps, and now everyone's subscribing to me. Okay. There we go, we've hit 10,000 subs. Shall I do my my Bitcoin rap as a celebration? Jason Casper sent me here some rap out today. Shit. Oh my god, I said, oh yeah, finally we've got there. This is why we're dumping, guys. I'm sorry. We've hit 10k subs and then it's like it's all over. That's been my target for ages. Drop the beat. I feel like I have to have a beer. I have to be like, yo. Okay. We'll do it after we do a little bit more TA or something. I'm going to turn my treadmill up. For everyone who's come from Jason Casper's channel today, right? I did the treadmill thing before he did. Just so you know. I did the treadmill before he did. Although he did the rapping on live stream long before I have, because I've never done that on a live stream. And I don't think I ever will, because I have the worst voice in the world for doing something like that. But anyway, okay, cool. So let's just have a look at the markets. Right. I'm going to bring back on EXO charts. So a bit of serious stuff. Today has been the biggest drop in open interest that we've seen since that first time we hit 38k. So massive, massive, massive wipe. I don't believe like so far that this is like it's all over, this is the end, any of that kind of thing. I do see it as being quite a good buy the dip opportunity again, and we are just trading, well, just back testing the yearly open at the moment. So as long as we're holding above there, because of the I don't know what to say. Yeah, because of how far we've dropped, depending on which chart you look at, then holding the yearly level would be okay to me. We're kind of just continuing with this range at the moment, and a bunch of stuff has had some really good buybacks. So for myself, I'm more interested at the moment in Ethereum. Ethereum having like a massive drop as well, but the BTC pair looking quite interesting to me. We look across on a bunch of alts, some of the altcoins that we've been talking about within the community, Arbitrum especially, like that recovery that we saw on ARB after it just got that massive crash has been insane. I know Root's been a really good one as well. So today, I think for the rest of today, just looking at maybe more opportunities, stuff to go back in on. I might add to my Root position. So I've had a spot Root, since like that 4 cents. And because we're often, when we get the moves like this, you want to be looking at the stuff that can continue to outperform. So after you get a big drop like we've seen today, the ones that have those bigger buybacks are often going to be, that's what you're going to see that continuation with. And yeah, good opportunities to buy the dip, I guess. Why am I not in like, I'm not really prepared for this stream. I don't feel like I'm flowing yet. I feel like I'm thinking too much about what I need to say. I'm just going to go with the chat. It's because I know there's so many more subs here. Why do I get like... Root is the ETF hedge, maybe. So... just start rapping, man. Oh my god. No, I'll have to do it at some point. Oh going to look at the NASDAQ as well. Yeah, I don't really know what to do when this is the SCI USDT. Yeah. Yeah, we are. Randall, what's yeah, we are? I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, I feel like I've kind of said everything that I need to say on this today. I don't know what to say. Don't keep saying Jason Casper sent me here. I'm aware that we've got like 500 new people in the chat, and I'm just like, I don't know. All right. Who looks like we were for the wick? Okay, so if we're looking at what happened previously when we had a move like this, so the last time we saw something like we've seen today was that first time that we hit 38, wasn't it? So we had this big rejection off of 38k, a massive drop in open interest, and then we had that recovery. So we went a little bit higher, came up into that golden pocket, and eventually came down and took out the wick that was formed from that. So if we do look, like, generally speaking, often when we do see moves like this, and it was very similar when we had that 44k rejection. So if we have a look on Bybit, a bit clearer here, similar situation there. Okay, so we had that big rejection from 44, got that drop, and then that wick got filled, and that was giving the opportunities to go long, and then we just continued to trade within this range. So where we're at right now is just really frustrating. Like, we didn't, I'm kind of annoyed because, like, I got front run by that much on my short position yesterday. I can show you the orders that I have. I have now basically, like, I mean, I'm kind of flat on the market at the moment, but this was, if I can find them, yeah, so I had sell limit orders from 46k, and I was hoping to be able to get into a short because we were looking at the yearly level as being a major point of resistance. That's where, I mean, we've been saying this for a long time, that move up towards the yearly level. If it was a couple of days ago, this would have been the previous year open. And what happened previously when we came up into a previous year open, this was back in 2019. So looking at something similar to what happened back here. Okay, we've had this big bear market rally that happened all throughout last year. So the correlation between what we saw in the previous cycle and what we're seeing now being quite similar, where you had that golden pocket and that previous year open lining up together. And then we got that 40-50% correction. Of course, COVID crash was in the middle of all of that as well. And that was what happened before you had the halving, which was just after that COVID crash. And then we went on to the next big bull run. So I was looking at something similar, knowing that yearly level is going to be kind of major. And then what we had just above or still do, I'm not saying what we had, we still do have that. Although we've had a crash today, that doesn't mean that we can't still come and hit these targets. Yearly level, previous year high, the macro golden pocket from our previous all-time high to the bear market lows, and the value area high of the entire last bull market. So this was the zone realistically that I was looking at as being an area in which to short. And when you actually look at the daily chart, I haven't seen it like this before. But what happened yesterday, and it's because I'm in the UK, so this is like midnight for me. I didn't actually see the daily close and the daily open. Well, I saw the when I woke up this morning. But on the daily, you got that close below. Okay, kind of getting that deviation. Okay, we had that move above, take out range highs, but that confirming was almost a daily SFP. And then what happens next? You come down, you look for the deviation on the other side. So we've had this accumulation period. You come up, get the deviation, and then you're almost looking for that distribution, that expansion below. So is it bearish? I don't really think so. I do feel like from what we've seen today, it was based around, I guess, some kind of fake news. There's so many eyes on crypto at the moment. And actually what happened when this move occurred earlier on this morning was like, I mean, I tried to take a long, but there was like a 6% spread between the bid and the ask, which is just ridiculous. And I think this was when these crazy wicks here were happening, and you just couldn't get filled into a position. So one of those. So yeah, I was hoping to see it a little bit higher, but then, are you looking to take any longs on BTC today? So right now, I'm not going to be getting into any like leveraged perps positions or anything like that, I don't think. Let this settle for a little bit. If we do hold this yearly, it's okay. We've got a 4-hour close coming up fairly soon. It's a big wick down. What's going on with spot? So I'm going to mark on this new yearly level. So there. So if we actually look at this, 4-hour closes. Oh man, I don't know. We've just got to like allow a bit more time for this just to settle and to play out, I think, at this stage. Because at the moment, at least for BTC, just hanging around this yearly does not fill me with a huge amount of confidence. We saw a decent buyback, okay, but that kind of has to continue now. Could you use this? I mean, there is technically like kind of a trade you could take here. Long off of the yearly level, that just being because it was such a massive wipeout, and then you're looking for higher again. So the risk to reward is kind of there. If we draw a fixed range on this range, holding around that value area low. Thank you very much for the sub, Caroline. Welcome to the channel. Trendline at BTC plus 1 hour 0.5 node by the dip. It was only manipulation to shake out over leverage people. Yeah, at the moment it's hard to tell. Okay, because we've not seen a big buyback from it yet. All right, we've recovered part of the candle, but it certainly isn't like looking very strong at the moment. And the fact that if you're looking at the Coinbase chart, if you're looking on Bybit, for example here, these ones, no, they haven't really taken out those lows, have they? So Binance again hasn't taken out those lows, so it's only really Woo that did. Woo was really funny. I had like, as soon I honestly, I tried to trade this. I did try to buy this when we got that drop, and as soon as I saw what the spread was between the bid and the ask, I just got onto the, like, my friends over there. It's just, oh my god, what is going on? But Mo Berg, glad with your FTT short. Oh yeah, that FTT short, I haven't looked at this since I took that short. I think I took that on a live stream, didn't I? What did I chart this on? No, it won't be that. FTT, USDT. I've got a chart of this somewhere. Again, I'm not still holding this trade. I don't know where it was. Mexi. But yeah, basically I shorted here and we were looking to take out the... Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, we've taken that low. I think that was what the setup was, wasn't it? Was it Woo Spot? What did I chart this on? It was that weekly open. It was back here and we were looking to come down and take these lows, and that's literally just happened. I mean, I closed this weeks ago, back in December. But that's kind of nice. Where was that setup? I said to zero, yeah. FTT. This is the one. I can't do the screenshot. There it is. So yeah, that was that weekly level. So that was here. Took that short position. Was looking for the move down to take out these lows. So anyone who was still holding that chart, that trade, I can't talk. Congratulations. Try the FTX chart. Don't know if that exists anymore. What would that have been? 55% move down. Oh my god, Bitcoin's down 6%. Ugh. So yeah, at the moment, I mean, it's kind of exciting when you see these moves happening. I did want to do the live, but we're now just like chilling here. There is FOMC minutes later on, so that can bring in a little bit more volatility, but I was so foolish on ETH. That's one of the... I got stopped. I'm just looking like this is just the amount of like carnage this has done to like all of the leverage positions I've got. So I woke up and I was like, oh my god, it's so much profit, so much like nice unrealized profit. And then something like this happens and your stop loss is just like bang, and everything gets hit. And I'm just like, no, it's cool, it's fine. It's fine, okay, I've been stopped. Price is lower than it was where my stop losses were, because on Ethereum, for example, my stop loss was like around here. So I do have an opportunity to buy back lower than even where my stop was, and my stop was in profit. But the other really annoying thing today is because of all the slippage that we had earlier, because it happened so quickly, even though every single one of my stop losses was in profit, I actually have a realized P&L on the day that's in the negative, just because of the amount of slippage that was there. So I'm at like, I mean, it's nothing. It's just one of those where I'm just like, oh my god, I'm down on the day like by like $100. But if I look back to yesterday, I had like 6k of unrealized P&L. So I feel the same as I think a lot of other people here do today. Like, should have taken more profit yesterday. And I did do a tweet about this earlier. And it's just one of those situations, you know, like, yeah, these big crashes, these massive moves in the market, they don't happen very often. And 9 times out of 10, you're better off just sticking with what you've got and just giving yourself a couple of pivots worth of room. So with Ethereum, for example, okay, we'd had that low, we put in a high, we put in a lower low. I was still confident this was going to continue higher, so you move your stop loss up. I mean, if I hadn't, then I'd be in the red right now, so it's all fine. But Yeah, you get wiped out though, so it's just one of those where you're like, yeah, I should have taken a little bit more profit off of the table yesterday, but nothing you can do about it. It was only unrealized P&L anyway. And the nice thing that this does is it does start to provide other opportunities. So we're back in this range again. I gotta look at this a little bit more. There's two people in the market, the ones that got fucked and the people that will get fucked. Yes. Yeah. Let's find some new levels. I mean, it's this 43,600, isn't it? That's really, really important again here. So if this low does hold, there would be an opportunity for short positions around about that 43,600 area. You've got that as the POC of this range. Any long positions that are still within here, that's where a lot of them will be trapped. Okay, you're going to have long positions that are going to be trapped up here. It was a 15% drop, so a lot of those would have been liquidated already. But yeah, a bounce up to that point. I mean, what I could expect to see right now is probably something like this. You get a little bounce. We come back down. Do we fill the wick and take out the lows of the range? Not quite sure yet. But I think a bounce back up to that 43,600 is looking quite likely. And then we look to come back down, start to test anything that we've got below. And then maybe we do go and make some higher highs after that. So we look at the range as a whole. Still more shorts wrecked than longs wrecked within this range, at least on Binance. So that, I mean, it's the same POC, isn't it? Ah. Do you think we'll go down to the CME gap around 40k? It's so, oh my god. See, because of this move that happened at the beginning of the year, it's really skewed everything, really annoyingly. Because we still have this whole area, like this whole zone here that I don't think had enough value in it for price to move away from that point. So the more I'm looking at this now, the more I just think that we just end up, we're just going to stay in this range. Well, I'm looking at the order flow. I'm looking at what's happened with the delta, where all the volume is within this whole range, and it just doesn't look very nice. If you go back to what we had previously, okay, yeah, we had this gap down here, right? But we kept on coming in and testing, and then we went back into it. Kept coming down and testing, kept on testing, and then eventually we break out. Whereas on this occasion, it's just a big void. It's just this big double distribution, no real, like, nothing in the middle, and that's why we saw such a massive crash earlier. So yeah, I was feeling kind of bullish earlier, thinking that we would have the opportunity to close this 4-hour candle green, but the more that I'm looking at this now, I just think we're back to being kind of boring again. So maybe altcoins are what we've got to look at. a little bit more. Maybe Bitcoin, Ethereum is what we've got to look at a little bit more. I feel like my brain is absolutely fried from this morning. At least my root position is pumping. Okay, do you think we'll fill the CME gap? Let me have a look. So that's one gap filled. Yes, I do think that we do come down and fill this second one, but I don't necessarily. I've just got to start trading the CME chart, haven't I? Like, I think I'm just gonna have to start trading Bitcoin on the CME because we hit the yearly level on the CME yesterday, and I'm so I'm so annoyed. I had the short; it was right there. It was my plan, and it just got fucking front run. Damn it. Anyway, yeah. So it's doing what we thought it would do. It's just I didn't take the short. But anyway, yeah. So CME yesterday hit that yearly level, which is what we were looking for from the spot markets, from the perps markets. We've got to remember CME now has the highest open interest out of any crypto exchange. So CME is the most liquid chart that there is out there. We do need to start paying more attention to it. We have filled the gap. That happened. This is the gap from the start of the year. And then there is this one. I don't know why that one is there. That one's just hovering in a random level. This gap right here. I do believe that does get filled. But no, maybe it does get filled now because we have hit the yearly level, but we haven't on. You see the dilemma, right? Okay, CME has done kind of what we wanted it to do, hit the yearly, fill the gap, possibly come down and fill the other gap. On everything else, like that is a long way off. Yeah, maybe. So the CME gap lines up really well with that POC that's at 38,720 on if you're looking on the Coinbase chart. So this basically being the point of control of the previous bull market, which I do think will come and back test at some point as well. Are we going to see, because of this, low 30Ks? Oh man, this is really, it's really hard to give answers like this soon after something. Drink more water. Maybe I need something stronger than water. Ramsey, why do you keep saying FTT 0? Of course it's going to go to 0. CME does not trade on weekends. No, but I don't trade on weekends, so that wouldn't be too bad. What's that? Oh, okay, so New York has opened. I might just, honestly, I might just stick, I'm just going to go back to the legacy markets now. I wasn't expecting to go back into NASDAQ and trading the NASDAQ and the ES until next week, but I think I might just do that. Oh my god, it's, yeah. Luke can't answer right now because of his missed short. Maybe. I am a bit annoyed about that. I do see opportunities here, especially on the NQ. ES not so much. NASDAQ's the one that's been really good recently. We're at 10,300 subs. Where are they all coming from? I kind of feel like this is like the worst stream that I've done for ages. This is like the worst stream that I've done. But yeah, we've got like more people watching than usual. I'm gonna go for a wee. I need the toilet. Back in a second. Back in a second. Hold on, guys. I promise my bladder is not actually that weak. I did the same thing yesterday. It's just because I started these streams like massively unprepared. And then I'm walking and I'm like, yeah. So I think we have to also be aware of what's going on with the legacy markets. Okay, we're seeing a very similar situation on the NASDAQ and the ES, where you have these previous all-time highs. Okay, I don't know why that's disappeared from my chart, but anyway, there we go. So previous all-time high that got taken out on, well, what day was it? Why does that say Friday the 1st of December? Oh, that's because I'm looking at a monthly chart. But anyway, yes, we had those all-time highs that got taken out last month, end of last month. Starting off the year, we got that open that was just below it, or yeah, the move down that's just come back below. So we're kind of testing back to those previous all-time highs on here, and the same with the ES. Okay, we've taken out those previous all-time highs. Natural that you would see some kind of rejection. Ramsey, I'm gonna fucking time you out, man. You're annoying. 5-minute timeout for Rasmi. Stop talking about FTT, man. But it's a similar situation, right? You've got a lot of imbalances below. It's really, my thought for the beginning of this year was we'd see a move up that takes us up towards the yearly level, that potentially, if there was to be bullish ETF news, takes us up to 48k. Okay, and then we go through a big correction. So the big dilemma I have now, and this is why I'm here, like a little bit not quite sure what to do. So, sorry, I just had a message. I'm so distracted today. What's going... Right. Oh, right. Okay. My plan was for the year to start off bullish, for us to come up, hit the yearly level, have some kind of distribution, something that lasted a little bit longer. Okay, I was looking for a move up, something that I could get myself into a short position, drop, and then we look for those moves down. And today we're sat here and I haven't got the short, and we've already done a significant proportion of this potential move down. I don't think that Q1 will be as bullish as a lot of people are expecting it to be. I do think that this year as a whole is going to be very bullish, but we are due for a correction. The fact that that correction has happened today, when, I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? I know there's a few people that managed to get into short positions yesterday. So congratulations to those people. We've had a few people within the community that were short, but it's just a little bit weak. All right, the fact that we've done this already, you just have a very small peak above those previous highs. We front run that yearly level, which is what we were expecting to see. And then we wanted to correct. Yeah, it's not looking great. So I'm kind of having to flip my bias, but it does feel like it's too early to flip my bias. Can you talk about the broader markets and perhaps DXY? Yes. So with the ES, all right, it's taken out an all-time high. Overall, okay, looks very, very good. All right, I by no means think that we're going to be just taking out that all-time high, dumping all the way back down here. However, similar to what we saw and what we do see, okay, when Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, when any asset makes an all-time high, there is likely to be a rejection. I think the rejection on the ES could take us down to fill some of these imbalances, and then we start to look at the higher time frames, and then Q2, Q3, Q4, we start to look back up again. NASDAQ, similar situation, okay? Gaps. All right, gaps have appeared on the chart. Those are things that could be filled before going higher. We're at all-time highs. The market is bullish, but that doesn't mean it can't correct by 20 to 30 to 40%. NQ tapped VWAP finally. I need to, thank you, Cake. Does that mean I need to just close out my position? I am in a long on NASDAQ right now. So I did take this whilst I literally just took this a minute ago. I'm trying to keep myself in the groove with it. Hold on. This is the position that I'm in on NASDAQ. So I did just buy it down here. So we've hit the VWAP. I need to get out of that. Do I need to get out of that? $405 profit so far. I'm just going to close this. I only meant for this to be a little scalp. No, I'm going to leave it. I don't know. What am I going to do? Am I going to close my long or am I going to hold it? Greg, I know you don't trade like this, but if you use the 2021 yearly VWAP standard deviation bands as your value area, you get a pretty clear range that we're in. Let's have a look. To be honest, like for the higher time frame stuff and for getting a bias, I do use that kind of thing. So 2021 yearly VWAP. 2021. Yeah. So that's just, okay, we did just hit that out, that first standard deviation outside of that. Yeah, nice. And look at that. The target for the short basically lines up, right? I don't know if 2021 is a good... It's interesting. It is interesting because if we look at where the highs came in, this is often like lower time frames. This is the kind of thing you'd look to fade, and that low as well. I just don't know if that... Where is this if we take it from the high? It's kind of like this first high that got put in is more... What's it like if it's over here? Oh my god. It's very overextended right now, isn't it? But this would work out as well. Like if there is to be a big correction that comes down to 32k again, to 30k again, then that starts to bring us back into value. And this is from the FTX crash low. Oh man, I don't want to be that guy, but the more I'm looking at this, the more bearish it is making me feel. This might be the first buy the dip that doesn't work out. Yeah. So if there is a move back up, 43,600 becomes major resistance at this stage. 43.6 to 43.8. I am starting to... Thank you, guys. I'm starting to look at this in a little bit of a different light. And maybe my bias has to flip today. I'll have a little bit more of a look at it. Who's that subscribed? Jose Palacios. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Hold it. Ether's lost its trend line that's been there since the 23rd of October. Is that this one? I've got one since November. I was like so bullish on Ethereum back here. I made good money on Ethereum. Just funny though, it's like exactly the same. Yeah, never mind, ignore that. This one. Ping. It hasn't lost a trend line at all. Not yet. You've wicked below it. You've not lost anything. Are we going to fill CME gap? I've had that question already. Yes, we will fill the CME gap. I do believe we will fill the CME gap. Does it happen now on this move? The problem I have is making another high and then coming down again seems like... I can't see a path right now. I can't see a path right now for hitting the targets that I have, which is 46,200 to 48k, and then coming back down to 38. For every chart that I'm looking at, I kind of thinking, right, 38 is just going to happen. And you can't get the perfect entry on anything. Like I say, I've taken like plenty of profits. It's just annoying as like a content creator and someone that wants to be right all the time. Like, I just want to be right like all the time. And it pisses me off more when I'm not right. This light is also really like making me look like I'm a ghost. I'm making myself look like a real Casper instead of a Jason Casper. Ooh, there you go. Give myself a little bit of a fake tan. Do I make myself red? What? Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Yeah, as a trader, it's like, I'm fine with this. Okay, I've taken profits on the way up. I've got a big bag of USDT again that I want to start putting into good assets. There are still very, very good assets out there. We've seen strength from a lot of the market. Okay, you look at Root making new highs, price discovery. We look at Arbitrum, all right, making new highs, price discovery. These are the kind of assets I want to be putting my money into right now. But as an analyst and as someone that does these videos in order to try and give people the best chance of maybe having some kind of success, not that I would follow like anything anyone says ever, because if you do follow what I say all the time and you don't know the context of it and you're not always around to know what I'm doing, then you're just going to get wrecked anyway. And it's the same for everybody, no matter who it is you follow. But as someone who analyzes the markets and wants to be right all the time, having this drop today is just a bit annoying. And it has annoyed me because I wanted to be that guy that was like, yeah, 46,200, we've hit it. Now we can dump and we're going to go to 38k. But it front ran me. It front ran me by $300. Which is like, what is $300 out of 46,200? What percentage is that? That's less than 1%. But I'm annoyed at myself for missing the market by less than 1%. .6% off I was. I'm too much of a perfectionist. So yeah, 38k is my target for any move down. Where are we at on the Nasdaq? Are we pumping? No, we're not. Oh, I should have closed that long. Damn it. It's fine. I'm still in profit. Yeah, I might wrap this stream up. Cake wanted to go short view up, but news soon coming and need to be. Yeah. Jolts came in good. What's going on with the NQ? Come on. So, go back to the markets that's been a little bit easier to trade recently. There's your VWAP. Break through it. Break through it. I'm long. Let's just break it. Go higher. Will you check Mover? Yeah, I'll have a look at Mover. I have a bag of Mover, and I have a bag of Glimmer. I like Mover and I like Glimmer. Oh my god, they got absolutely crushed today. Yeah, where's... Huh? Oh, I don't want perpetual. I just want mover USDT. What do I have this on? There we go. Yeah, so Moon River. Does anyone remember the video I made on Moon River like 2 years ago? Moon River and Glimmer. Not 2 years ago, 1 year ago. This was last November. Okay. Last November, around about the time of the FTX stuff, I made a video about like altcoins that I was particularly bullish on for the next cycle. And Moon River was one of them, and Glimmer was another one. They're very, very, very similar things. But yeah, that had a massive move up. Like, how much was that? I've like literally been accumulating this at like single-digit dollars for ages, alongside Glimmer. I think I've got an average around like $5 or $6. Fuck me. It had a 600 move up, 600% move up. Yeah, I'm bullish on this. I think that as projects, they're really good. So they're like, what is the... They were a Polkadot. They were within the Polkadot ecosystem, and I think now they are something else. But yeah, Glimmer's the other one. Glimmer USDT. And they'll move together. So this is another one. Last November was looking at as being a really nice buying opportunity. Bitcoin sat one. Here from Jason Casper's show yesterday. Thank you very much. Thank you. I did say on Jason Casper's stream yesterday that I would do a Bitcoin wrap if I hit 10k. And after his show, we are now at 10k subs. So I feel like today is the worst day to do the Bitcoin wrap. Maybe that's why I'm like in such bad form today. I'm not going to do it. I'm too shy. Why am I... Audi also had a rocket ship last month. I don't know Audi. Is that Ordinals? Yeah, Ordinals. Should we end this on a Bitcoin wrap? How many likes do we have? If we can get this to 100 likes within the next 5 minutes, we are at 10k finally. Yes, we finally did it. I can't do the Bitcoin wrap. Right. Check people USDT. I've seen that. What? How is how is something like that pumping on a day like today? Oh my god. It's like, it's just killed everybody. Everyone that had their stop losses placed down here. Yeah, today's one of those days where I need to have a real, like, fuck. I need to have a really, really, really good look at the market and just figure out what my plan is next. Because it's like, I'm 50-50. I still feel like a bull, and I am very, very bullish for the year ahead. But today, with it front running my short position yesterday, does tier look macro distributive to you? No. Tier still looks one of those that still looks very, very good to me. When you actually look at... Yeah, no. Volume... You want to see volume pick up again. I don't know why I keep going to the Mexi charts, because they're like literally just the biggest trash piece of shit in the world. No, tier looks really good. Tier looks really, 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 really healthy still, and I do believe that this goes to $20 and beyond. How is the volume looking? There's been a bit of a pickup in volume. It's going okay. How many spot bags can you reasonably manage? I probably have about 20. I don't really check them all that often. So I've got this watch list. I need to actually add to this and do out of chain. But yeah, I think I've got about 20. 20 to 30 spot bags is about right for me. Will you tell me how to put stop loss? On what? How to put a stop loss on what asset? Or like, what do you mean how to put a stop loss? My general rule for stop losses is 2 pivots back on whatever time frame that you're using. So you allow yourself, like for example here, let's use tier as an example. You've got like low, high, low, high, low, high, low. All right, that's your first pivot. Allow it. All right, it's fine to take out these lows. Absolutely fine. What you don't want to see is price coming back down below these lows. All right, 2 pivots back. So you're safe on this one. And often I don't go for like hard stop losses anyway. What you generally find is that sweeps like we've had today will take out a high time frame pivot low. All right, you look on anything, they'll take out a high time frame pivot low, and then if they're bullish, they'll continue higher. It's very, very unusual that you'll take out 2. So if we go on to Woo and we look at even the stuff that's been dumping the most today, so go big time. All right. There's nothing you can really say about this because there's your pivot low. There's your next one. So you're okay with taking out 1, and then it can go higher. What's this one? That one's got no history. JTO's got no history. GMT. All of these are just down only kind of charts. TRB is just a fucking shit show. Here's one, okay? So you got low, high, take out 1 pivot, but you're fine on the next one. So you want to allow yourself room. Yeah, and then if it takes out a second pivot, then you just take the loss. Oh fuck. Short the top, long the bottom. Indeed, that is what you've got to try and do. Oh wait, no, you gotta. No, actually, yeah, no. Don't short the top and long the bottom. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. That's a terrible idea. ENS. Does this mean I'm finally going to be able to sell my stupid ENS domains? I've got ENS domains, right? I'll find them on here. I can't even remember why. I've got Taurus. I've got Taurus.eth. I've got TaurusCrypto.eth. But I've got some other stupid ENS names as well. I've got this one. Can you see that? It's the. I hope no one can like hack my account. But it's the up chart, down chart, money.eth. Does anyone want to buy this off of me? So ENS domains going like super bullish right now. If anyone wants to buy that off me as like a up chart, down chart, money emoji.eth, you can buy that. I've also got trade.eth. So if anyone wants to buy trade.eth from me, you can buy trade.eth for me for like $1 million. Trade.eth's a pretty good one, right? And if ENS is pumping, then maybe I'm going to be able to sell these finally. Give me $1 million and I'll sell you trade.eth. What the fuck has happened to Power Ledger? Blah. Are we about to see like a big NFT cycle now? Who's subscribed? Why are you subscribing? Shivan Donbach. Thank you for subscribing. With these long wicks, the charts have me confused on how to plan. Yeah, me too. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it the same as you. I don't know. I honestly do not know. My plan is out the window at this stage. It's going to take a day or two for me to like figure it all out. Because my whole idea of going between 46,200 to 48k and then correcting by 20 to 30% is out the window because I didn't get filled on my shorts and we haven't corrected all the way down to 38. So we haven't hit my target above, we haven't hit my target below, and we're just being like stupid, just fiddling around in the middle of this ridiculous range that we've been in for ages, backtesting the yearly open. So if we hadn't had this whole stupid move, like if we hadn't had this whole like start of the year, ridiculous, stupid move, all would be fine. If we were just chilling here, I'd be like, yo, cool, it's fine, we're still coming up here. But I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those. As Hostile Power has said, thank you for adding a little bit of just something. Doing nothing is always an option in trading, and I think that is one of those days today where I will be doing nothing. And just waiting to see what happens. I'm a little bit annoyed. But to trade when you're slightly emotional is not the best thing. I'll trade the Nasdaq. That one seems to be behaving a lot better today. Am I in profit on that, by the way? Nah, not anymore. I should have closed it. Damn it, I'm just losing today. It's fine. Anyway, cool. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you very, 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 very much for watching. And yeah, I will see you all again very, very soon. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Make sure you've hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Make sure you watch the daily update videos that I do every single day. I was kind of wrong on this occasion, I will admit that, but I'm normally right. I promise you. I promise. I'm normally right. And yeah, well, once this starts to settle down, then I'll have a much clearer picture of where we're going to be heading next, hopefully. So have a great day. See you very